Anna from ESGU, Emotional Support Group Unlimited. We share awesome original content weekly and hold lives every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we talk about some pretty racy topics, so make sure those little ones are not in earshot. So go ahead, hit like, follow, or subscribe if you're watching from YouTube, and the notification button right now. While you're at it, go ahead and join our group too. The link is to the left on our page or down in the description box of this video below. Hey, do you have something to contribute? Or maybe you have an idea for a topic? Drop a comment below each of the videos. We would love to hear from you. Thank you. Hey, this is Anna. I see I have some adjustments to do to my intro video for that, because I might redo that later. I have the most easy way to stop stressing. All right. I'm going to bring up this screen. All right, you make a list. Things I can change, things I cannot. And then you think of everything that you worry about and you address them. Okay. There we go. We have things I cannot change. Worrying over other adults. You can't change other adults. So that goes on your things you cannot change list. I would just add in the word change here. And then my health, physical and mental, healing from the past. Getting my car fixed, the thermostat in it. Oops, I put that in the wrong. I see. I'm not thinking straight today. I don't know what is being difficult. Because I need the thermostat fixed. I got to get on that. Actually have a call in for that. Right now, I think I also can. The health of my cats. I need a haircut bad. Yes, I worry about all this stuff because my hair is starting to look so bad that it's got a lot of fragile ends on it. And I just need to call her and get over there. And I can really, I worry, like I have my reaction to people now where I shake. If I go in a store, I'm working on that. Shakes and fears. They call that social anxiety disorder. So, let's see. If I was a parent, I'd put children's behavior because they act up sometimes. You can change that behavior modification. So, worry over other adults. Things you cannot change. You cannot change circumstances that involve other people or people themselves. So if somebody's mean to you or has an attitude, you cannot change them. You can just stop hanging with toxic people. Okay. And now I could go into a lot circumstances that involve other people. If I went into details, I mean like people's attitudes towards me, that they're toxic, that we'll just write it down. The way people drive, we'll put bad drivers. Rude people. Liars. Fakes. Decisions in the hands of others, such as like a job or something that I want. What else do I worry about? Oh, the one thing I cannot change is the fact that my car might break down more often due to age. I mean, it has 264,000 miles on it. I've got to make that decision, but I can balance that out with finding a second car. I really freak out about loans and stuff. I can't really do anything about that except for not get a loan, but that's almost impossible now. The fact that, the circumstance I'm in is not very fair, but again, that would be the behavior of others. So let's see what we have here. This all would go into the aisle of taking care of myself, taking care of myself. So really, I can turn that, if I can take that off because that goes in there. And so literally all I have on this list on this side is behaviors, healing, and health. So it comes down to 3 things. Okay. Anyone that I have control of, which would be, let's see, I don't know why I'd just use that as an example. I don't have kids. My kids are grown, so yeah, you always worry about them. And well, I really could let go of the finding of the second car, because if I actually think about it, it's not really something I have control over other than finding the car. It's going to be a used car. I'm probably going to pay cash for it. I've already decided it's going to be, they call 1998 vintage now. Vintage, so I only had to pay like $150 a year insurance and drive it 10 miles a week. But then it would give me the ability to take my car off the road and maybe start replacing the parts, because I really don't want to get rid of my car. All these problems I have control of. These over here, you can't change other adults. You can't change their attitude. You can't change bad drivers. You can't change rude people, liars, fakes, and decisions that's in the hands of the others. You cannot change that. I also cannot change the fact that my car is getting older. The only thing I can do is put new parts on it, but everybody knows the parts of a car, by the time you replace them all, end up costing as much as a car. So there you go. There you have it. In the end, I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
because this one, hanging around toxic people, that goes under healing. But you can say 5, okay? But do I currently have to worry about any of these right now? I'm working on all of those. So I can just let go and let God. So really, all the stuff I worry about. Oh, here's another one that the here's another one you cannot change. The past or the future. Did you know 90% of people worry about the future? And you can't do nothing right now, so don't worry about it. Stay in the present. People also dwell on the past, which falls along with stuff you cannot change. So there. When I remove, let's see, I'm going to put that under beauty. That getting my hair cut, that's not a big deal. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, that's not a big deal. When I go over it, the stuff, when you see it written out, the stuff is just, literally very small, especially if you're already working on it. There. Now you take, what would you get? You take this list and you turn it into, say, okay, what am I going to get mad over? Okay. Okay. If your children have an attitude, well, if your 2-year-old has an attitude, say they're having a temper tantrum, you don't cater to it. You don't yell at them. You got to go somewhere. They're throwing a temper tantrum. Just go pick them up and take them. It breaks their reaction because they're screaming and you just pick them up and take them. And they're like, after a minute or so, and they realize, they're like, that didn't work. And that progresses as they get older, because teenagers have attitudes too. So, but you can't pick teenager up, but they already know that you're not going to put up with it. Then it's I know you're not having an attitude with me, mister. You can go straight to your room until you get yourself under control, and then we will talk. So, but it's just a matter of keeping firm. So really, all the stuff is solvable. All of it. The one that I would worry about the most, I think at this point, is trying to find a quality second car that doesn't cost a lot of money. But my friend found one. I'll find one. Okay. You gotta look at it as, it may take time, but you'll find one. I mean, I do have a car. My car does run. I just can't go long distance with it. Couldn't go long distance with a second car either. But I just don't want to be paying $500 a month for, plus $300 a month insurance. $800 is a house payment, and I'm not buying a used car for that. No way. It's about being smart. But anyway, when you look at this stuff rationally, you see there's nothing. All the stuff that you worry about. I mean, and I coupled some of this together. If we separated it out as different things, this one is this one you can go into a whole category about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things I can take off of my list. And you take this list, take this list and you put it on your refrigerator. You also say, okay, things like, what is actually worth worrying about? Okay, some people get so intense if you have a cat. I don't want my cat on the counter either, but most kitchens have a window, and that's not fair. The cat is an indoor cat. The cat wants to sit in the window. Just make a rule like I do. Okay, you're not getting on this portion of the counter. You're not walking all over the counter, but you can jump. And then how hard is it to just get some vinegar, spray the counter, wipe it down to disinfect it, or some antibacterial soap before you use it? It's not hard. I mean, now if my cat gets in the sink, he gets in trouble. But my cats are generally, you got to think, my pets are generally good pets. Okay. They don't really do that much wrong. So there's no sense in freaking out about it. Just give them a little bit extra space. I mean, they have to live inside and they have to be here inside all the time. And the time that they get to go out most of the time, they go to the vet. So, and now my cats don't like go car rides at all, but Mac used to. He was fun to take to PetSmart. I would take him to PetSmart, and then I would, after, and especially as a reward after the vet, and then I'd have him on harness and leash, and I'd take it off, put him on the cat equipment, and he'd play. I got a video of that. I'll show you guys and make you laugh. Anyway, that's my thing. Okay, if your kids are generally good, but they're a little messy and don't clean up after themselves, don't get so frustrated with yourself. Don't get so frustrated with them. Don't make it such a huge thing inside yourself. Like you're getting stressed inside yourself. Why the kids is leaving the kid all over the place and just you just go, hey, get back here and clean it up. You know? And now if it becomes a behavior where they're rebelling against you, then they get grounded. But the problem with us, especially moms, is we take everything completely inside. It's like, I told them a million times. Well, the average adult has 30 seconds worth of attention span online. So we're no better. We get distracted easily too. And if your kids are pretty good kids and they make a mistake, a simple mistake, they forget to do a chore or something like that, and it wasn't intentional, is if they're forgetful and you feel like it's a problem and they're really being forgetful, then you just take them to the doctor. But there's so much in this world to be happy about. Every time you see something that upsets you, find something that makes you happy. Stick to the important stuff, like getting mad at the important stuff. Like when you see a child being abused, when you see an animal being abused, when you see a man disrespecting a woman or vice versa. But then again, unless it's abuse, you like out abuse and verbal abuse and name calling, your intervention is really not warranted there unless somebody's hitting someone, calling them names or stuff like that. I mean, you want to, because there's nothing more disrespectful than men and women who are mean to each other. But some people's dynamic is that they misery loves company. I'm learning that, and I don't love it, but hence, okay. And like I always know too, I'm a little stressed about moving because I have 9 days to find. I have 9 days where I don't have a place to live, and I'm a little bit upset about it. But I'm 52, and I know that God always waits until the last minute to come through. So, ay ay ay. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I know I can make a long story out of a short one, and you have a wonderful day. I probably will redo this video because I want it to be perfect, but maybe I don't have to because I worked all day yesterday trying to find the right graphics and I had a certain vision in my head that doesn't exist in the world, you know. So, but I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful day. Bye.